How are you, children? Yes, we're okay, yes. Now we have to study transportation in humans. That same lesson, life process. Transportation in humans, okay? Transportation in humans. Transportation in plants studied, yes? We studied xylem, phloem, that all studied, yes? Transportation, food, transportation of animals, water, minerals, that all studied, yes? Now, animals, transportation in humans, transportation in humans. What is transportation? Transportation transport system in animals is called the circulatory system. Okay, transport system in animals called circulatory system. What is circulatory system? You know, yes, the vessels are there, artery, veins, capillaries, yes, in the heart. The materials are transported from one part of the body to other by a mass flow system, which is circulatory system. Yes, transported from one part of the body to other part. Some things, that means oxygen, food, that all. Yes, the animals, particularly the more advanced form, higher metabolic rate. This means that they require more nutrient and oxygen at a faster rate. They also produce more waste that have to removed from the cells in the less time. The circulatory system has to ensure that the material reach all the cells of the body and in time. The system should also collect the material from the cells and transport them wherever required. Thus, the movement of the material into and out of the system, Yes, in humans, circulatory system helps transport in the various nutrient and oxygen to all part of the cells of the body. It also transport carbon dioxide, nitrogenous waste, the cells to respective organs of their removal. It also helps to transport the hormones from their organ to secretion to their target organ. Hormones secreted in our body, yes, that hormones also transport to that target organ. Secretion there to target organ, which hormones secreted one place, that one transport to other part, target organs. Okay, the circulatory system comprises heart and blood vessels. Blood, lymph are the tissues that form part of it. Okay, yes, transportation means transfer the food materials, transfer the gases, oxygen, carbon dioxide, some waste also, transporting from one place to another place. That is called transportation. Okay. We have to see heart. What is heart? You know heart? Anybody saw heart? Heart. Yes, everybody saw. Yes, not yours. Some animals' heart we saw. Yes, already saw. Yes, heart is a roughly triangular shape. See the picture? Triangular shape. Roughly that triangular shape, muscular pumping organ. What is heart? Heart is a roughly triangular shaped muscular pumping organ. It is a one kind of pumping organ. Pumps the blood. Pumping organ, it pumps the blood to various part of the body. It is present in the chest cavity and tilted to the left. It is present in the chest cavity. Where is the heart present? Heart is present in the chest cavity and it tilted to the left in the left chest. Okay, yes, everybody see the picture. That external structure of heart. First, the red aortic, otherwise aorta. Yes, the big tube like, yes, dividing 3 tubes. Yes, that is 3 arteries dividing. Yes, that is a aorta, otherwise aortic arc. Next one, blue color, that is a pulmonary trunk, pulmonary trunk, pulmonary artery, pulmonary artery. That pulmonary artery carrying blood to the lungs, carrying blood to the lungs, the pulmonary artery carrying blood to the lungs. Okay. Next one, see, that is, next one, pulmonary vein. Where is pulmonary vein? Pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, pulmonary vein, the red color, that 2 arteries, that is a pulmonary vein, bringing blood from the lungs, bringing blood from the lungs, blood from the lungs, that is a pulmonary vein. Next, left auricle, right auricle, left ventricle, right ventricle. That like 4 chambers are there, 4 chambers. Okay. Next one, see, inferior vena cava, inferior vena cava, up, that is a superior vena cava, that collected the deoxygenated blood from all part of the body. That inferior vena cava and superior vena cava collect, that is a deoxygenated blood from all part of the body and give to the heart. That is a vena cava. Okay. Ascending aorta, descending aorta. Okay. Ascending aorta, descending aorta. This is going up, that one going down. Okay. Yes. Now it comprises of 4 chambers. How many chambers? 4 chambers. What are they? One is right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle, right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. That like 4 chambers are there, 4 chambers. Okay. That arteria and ventricles differ on the following aspects. What is arterias, artery and ventricle, arteric and arteria and ventricles. What is a atrium? Left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle. What is the difference between that? Atrium and ventricles. Atrium, upper chambers, that is upper chamber. That 4 chambers are there. Up 2 chambers, down 2 chambers. That up, that chambers are called the arteria, atrium. Okay. Upper chambers. Below that 2 chambers are there, that is a lower chambers, that is ventricles. Okay. That atrium receive blood, atrium receive blood, all part of the blood receiving. That means a vein collecting all deoxygenated blood and giving to the atrium, that is a receive blood. Another one, the ventricle pump out blood, pump out, that is receiving, pump out. That is just opposite, you know, just opposite. Receive the blood. Which one receive the blood? Atrium receive the blood. Ventricle pump out blood, pump out blood. Next point, have a thin muscular wall. Atrium, thin muscular wall, and ventricle, that is a thick muscular wall, thick muscular wall. Atrium, that is a thin muscular wall, that ventricle, that is a thick muscular wall. The wall very thick. Okay. The walls are very thick in ventricle. Okay. The walls are very thin in atrium. Okay. Okay. See the internal structure. Internal structure, everybody see. See the picture, everybody. Internal structure. Yes. Left atrium, right atrium, pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, mitral valve, aortic valve, mitral valve, aortic valve, tricuspid valve. 3 valves are there. Right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. Inferior vena cava, superior vena cava. Aorta, this much only. Okay, here extra valves only given. Mitral valve, aortic valve, tricuspid valve. Okay, yes, everybody saw the picture. Internal, that on our average 5 liter is pumped by our heart per minute. Per minute 5 liter blood pumped out. That same minute, 1 minute 5 liter blood pumped by our heart. Okay, our heart pumped 5 liter blood in 1 minute. Okay, heart is made up of muscles named cardiac muscle. Already we studied in the lower classes. The heart muscles are called cardiac muscles. These muscles work without rest and keep the heart functioning throughout its lifetime. Throughout its lifetime, this heart is functioning. Heart not functioning means what happened? Heart not functioning. What happened? Everybody listening or not? Listening or not, children? Yes. Heart functioning throughout its lifetime without rest. That heart taking rest means we will die. Okay, heart taking rest means we will die. So these cardiac muscles work without rest and keep the heart functioning throughout its lifetime. Throughout its lifetime, heart working, functioning. Okay, in human double circulation is seen. In humans double circulation is seen. What is double circulation? That is, the blood passes twice through the heart in order to complete one circulation. It can illustrated by the following flow chart. To double circulation, left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle. It is a heart. You think that is a heart. That heart, the right ventricle giving the blood to the lungs, that is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein taking the blood to the lungs. Have you understand? Left atrium have blood. That blood go into the lungs. Which one taking there? Pulmonary vein taking and giving to the lungs. Okay, that lungs, now lungs have blood. That blood pulmonary artery taking and giving to the right ventricle. See the picture? Right ventricle to left atrium. Okay, right, first left atrium, left ventricle, that after the, see the picture this side, left ventricle to body to right atrium, through the vena cava, left ventricle to body, after that left ventricle to body, that aorta, you saw that picture before, that aorta, heart, that giving to the blood to all part of the body, and body, the deoxygenated blood collected and coming to the vena cava. Okay, vena cava giving the blood to the right atrium. It is a one circulation. Okay, right ventricle, see the picture, right ventricle, one circulation finished, left ventricle to body to right atrium, that is a one circle. Next, right ventricle to lungs to left atrium. Okay, that is a second circle. second circle. Okay. Circulation, everybody see the picture properly. First one, number 1 is a vena cava from the body. So number 2, where is number 2? Everybody see the picture number 2. Where is number 2? Aorta to the body. Aorta to the body. Yes. Yes. Next number 3, pulmonary vein to the lungs. Pulmonary vein to the lungs. Yes. Pulmonary vein to the lungs. That next one, pulmonary artery to the lungs. Pulmonary artery to the lungs. Yes. That picture, right atrium, right ventricle giving blood to the lungs, and lungs giving to the blood to left atrium through the pulmonary vein, pulmonary artery. Here these all are deoxygenated blood taking from the heart, right ventricle. That after that lungs giving the oxygen, after that blood, oxygenated blood, that oxygenated blood, that pulmonary vein giving to the left atrium. Okay. Next circulation, that is a first circulation. Next circulation, see, left ventricle giving the blood to the aorta, through the aorta to body organ, all parts of the body. After that all parts of the body oxygen taken. Now deoxygenated blood is in the all part of the body, that one collected and giving to the right atrium. Vena cava collecting and giving to the right atrium. Okay. Yes, this is a double circulation. Double circulation. Okay. Double circulation, oxygenated blood help keep the deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood separate. Yes, that oxygenated blood aorta taking and going to supply all part of the body. Aorta is the largest artery that giving to all part of the body. Okay. That after that all part of the body, inferior vena cava, superior vena cava collecting deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood collected by the through the superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava above the lungs, above the heart, that body up. Okay, the head, hand, that area, superior vena cava collecting deoxygenated blood, and inferior vena cava collecting that lower part of the body. Lower part of the body, leg, stomach, that all part of the body collected inferior vena cava and giving to the blood to the right atrium, giving to the right atrium. Okay. What is human heart? Human heart is a double pump. The right atrium and the right ventricle handles deoxygenated blood. Right atrium and right ventricle handles deoxygenated blood. Left atrium, left ventricle, and second pump that handles oxygenated blood. Okay. Left atrium and left ventricle oxygenated blood. Right ventricle that is deoxygenated blood. Okay. Yes, that like after the pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atrium. Every artery, listen carefully everybody children, listen carefully. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood to the lungs to the left atrium, lungs to the left atrium. This artery, every artery is taking oxygenated blood. This pulmonary artery only taking deoxygenated blood. Every vein taking deoxygenated blood, pulmonary vein only taking deoxygenated blood. Okay, this is the exception. Okay, that like the four chambers heart separated by muscular portion called septa. The outer layer heart protected by the membrane, that is pericardium. Pericardium. What is pericardium? Outer membrane of the cell. Okay, outer membrane. Next, what is heartbeat? Have you heard about that? Heartbeat. What is heartbeat? Contraction and relaxation. You know, contraction and relaxation of the heart. Yes, துடிப்பு. Yes, சுருங்குதல் பிரிதல். Okay, that is heartbeat. Constitute a heartbeat. Contraction of the heart is known as systole and its relaxation as diastole. Systole, diastole. What is systole? Contraction of the heart is systole, relaxation of the heart is diastole. Relaxation of the heart is diastole. Okay? Yes. Now, what is sinus node? Sinus node. What is sinus node? The heart's natural pacemaker is sinoarterial node. Sinoarterial node. What is heart's natural pacemaker is sinoarterial node, otherwise SA node. Sinoarterial node, otherwise SA node. The SA node consists of cluster of cells that is situated in the right upper chamber of the heart. Right upper chamber of the heart, that is a synastial, that clusters are there. The electrical impulses are generated there. SA node is called sinus node. What is SA node? Sinus node, otherwise sinoarterial node. Sinoarterial node, SA node, sinus node, that all same. Okay? Yes. Next, pulse rate. Do you know pulse? Pulse rate, you know? The rate of heartbeat is equal to pulse rate. Equal to pulse rate. Pulse rate. Since the, yes, pulse rate. After one pulse rate and another one, we can see that one pressure we will check. See the picture, everybody. See the picture. Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Everybody saw this measurement. Instrument, you know, measuring the pressure. You know, BP checking. Yes. What is this one? Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer is used to find out the blood pressure. The blood pressure is the pressure exerted by the blood on the walls of the arteries. Walls of the arteries. Everybody see the picture. Blood pressure gauge. Inflatable cuff. Stethoscope. Stethoscope. Okay. The upper limit is systolic pressure when the heart contracts. Heart contracts, that is systolic. Lower limit, that is diastolic pressure when the heart relaxes. Heart contract, relax. Contract, relax. Yes, that you know. Yes, contract and relax. Yes, that like systole and diastole. Systolic pressure, diastolic pressure. Okay, the normal blood pressure is 120 mm. That is a normal 120/80. A rise in blood pressure is known as hypertension. Hypertension means what? that is a high pressure, that is a rise in blood pressure. A rise in blood pressure, that is hypertension. Low blood pressure is hypotension. Low blood pressure is hypotension. Okay, hypertension, hypotension. Okay, everybody saw this one. Yes, doctor checking time you saw. Yes, everybody saw. Did you take your pressure, blood pressure, hypertension or hypotension? Otherwise normal. Yes, somebody have hypertension, somebody have hypotension. Low pressure, high pressure. Okay, low pressure, high pressure. That is, two are dangerous only. Okay, normal is good. What is the normal? Normal blood pressure is 120/80. 120/80. Okay. Yes. Now we have to see the pulse. Pulse. Some doctors seeing that. Yes. How do you? You can also see. Yes. Since contraction and relaxation of heart correspond to the rise and fall of the arterial wall, the rate of heartbeat is equal to the pulse rate. How many heartbeats? That is same the pulse also. The rate of heartbeat is about 68 to 72. 68 to 72 per minute. It is in humans. 68 to 72 is a normal heartbeat. That pulse also this same only. Pulse also same only. That what is pulse and heartbeat? Contraction and relaxation of the heart correspond to rise and fall of the arterial wall. The rate of heartbeat is equal to the pulse rate. Pulse rate. Okay. Yes. Everybody see the picture. Pulse. Feeling the pulse. Place your middle and index finger on the inner side of the front wrist. Everybody now see. Now do. Place your middle and index finger. See, like this. The doctor keeping like this, you also keep. Place your middle and index finger on the inner side of the front wrist. Do you feel some kind of thumping? Do you feel? Everybody seeing? Checking? Do you feel some kind of thumping? Thumping? This thumping is pulse. This thumping is pulse. Count the pulse rate. You see the timepiece and see the pulse rate. Do you find any similarity between the pulse rate and heartbeat? Do you recall? Do you recall? Why? Yes, two are contraction and relaxation of heart corresponds to right and fall of the arterial wall, that is heartbeat, and the same like the pulse. Okay. Next we have to see the blood vessels. Blood vessels, that is arteries, veins, capillaries. Everybody see the picture. Artery, vein, capillaries. Arteries, that is a artery means that blood taking, oxygenated blood taking and going, supply all part of the body, that is artery. Vein, everybody see vein. Vein, everybody see, that is deoxygenated blood collecting from the body and giving to the heart. Okay. The artery, that is a thin wall. Okay. And vein, artery, that is a thick wall. And vein, that is a thin wall. Okay. because that is veins have low pressure, that artery have high pressure, because more food and oxygen taking and giving to all part. So everybody see the picture, smooth lining, so on, so no obstruction to flow of blood, thick outer wall made up of thick layer of muscle and elastic fiber, narrow central lumen. Next one, see structure of vein, that is a wide central lumen. This outer wall made up of thin layer of muscles and elastic fibers. Okay, this vein have pocket valves control the direction of flow of blood, because that is blood is going up towards heart, going up. So some pocket valves are in between. That one what is the matter of pocket valves? That control the direction of flow of blood, because that every one going up means the gravitation pulling down. So gravitation pulling down, so that one coming down. Yes, so here pocket valves control the direction of flow of blood. Okay, everybody understood, children? Yes, artery and vein, blood vessels. Yes, yes, the capillary also, see everybody, capillaries, that is network like blood vessels are fine blood vessels that connect arteries and veins. Artery and veins are connected, that is very small network structure, that is the capillaries. These distribute blood to the cells and tissues of the body. The thin walls allow easy diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide, urea, nutrients from the cells to the blood and vice versa. This like blood take and is supplied to the body and collect from the body and give to the heart. The capillaries, blood vessels, arteries, veins, capillaries are comparison of arteries and veins. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood towards the heart. Yes, that away from the heart towards the heart. Yes, opposite, just opposite. Arteries, blood is under great pressure in arteries, hence it flows fast, it spurts, reflecting the rhythmic pumping action of the heart. Next, vein is not under great pressure, that very less pressure only, because that have no oxygen, no food. Hence it flow more slowly and smoothly, Okay. Arteries have thick and elastic muscular valves, Veins have relatively thin, slightly muscular valves, Okay. It is thick valves, that vein is thin valves. Okay. Next, arteries carry oxygenated blood always, only pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood. Yes. Next, veins always carry deoxygenated blood, exception pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins only carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Okay, children, everybody understood? It is carry blood away from the heart, vein carry blood towards the heart. The arteries blood is under great pressure, veins is not great pressure. That is a thick, arteries have thick wall, veins have thin wall. Our arteries always carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Veins carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. Okay, children, have you understood? Blood, we have to see blood. Blood. Blood is the transport medium of the body. What is blood? What is blood? Blood is the transport medium of the body. Transport medium. That is transporting from one part to all parts. Okay? It is a fluid connective tissue comprising of plasma in which are suspended the red blood corpuscles of cells RBC. Everybody see the picture RBC? Yes, erythrocytes. Other name is erythrocytes. RBC, erythrocytes, red blood corpuscles. Next one you see white blood corpuscles, otherwise leukocytes. See the picture? Leukocytes. Next one platelets, platelets, that is thrombocytes, thrombocytes. Thrombocytes, otherwise platelets. These all flow in blood vessels. It flows in blood vessels. It flows in blood vessels. RBC disc-like and biconcave. See the picture? Disc-like and biconcave. It is in adult RBC do not have nucleus. In adult RBC have no nucleus. Okay, they are formed in bone marrow. RBC formed in bone marrow. They contain the purplish red colored pigment called hemoglobin. Yes, we know, yes, that red colored pigment present in the blood. That red colored pigment is called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Yes, hemoglobin only transport the oxygen to the cell. Hemoglobin only help to transport oxygen to the cell. Okay, and it transport carbon dioxide from the cell to the lungs. Exhalation. Okay, that inhalation, exhalation, that hemoglobin only helps to transport from the heart to all part of the body. Okay, carbon dioxide collected from the cells to lungs. It is known as respiratory carrier. What is respiratory carrier? Hemoglobin is a respiratory carrier. Hemoglobin help to transport oxygen to the cells and carbon dioxide from the cells to lungs. Okay. Next WBC, that is amoeboid shape. What is amoeboid shape? Like a amoeba, they have a nucleus. The white blood corpuscles have nucleus. They inhale germs, hence they help to keep the body free infection and disease. Very important work doing is help to keep the body free of infection and diseases. Free of infection and diseases. These are produced in bone marrow and lymph nodes. Red blood corpuscles also bone marrow. These also bone marrow and lymph nodes. Lymph nodes. Here dividing monocytes, lymphocytes, eosinophil, monocyte, lymphocyte, eosinophil, basophil, neutrophil. Okay, these are the different types of leukocytes. These are the different types of leukocytes, white blood corpuscle. Okay, monocyte, lymphocyte, basophil, eosinophil, neutrophil. Okay, 5 types. Okay, yes. Next one platelets. Other name is thrombocyte. Thrombocyte. Platelets, thrombocytes. Platelets, thrombocytes. Yes, platelets are fragment of cells. They do not have nucleus. See the picture? Everybody, children, everybody seeing the picture? Everybody see the picture. Thrombocytes that have no nucleus. That have no nucleus. They help carry out clotting of blood, hence prevent loss of blood during injury. Sometime you are cutting your nails, cutting, that time blood is going out. Yes, the platelet only controlling, platelet only clotting the blood. So it is very important help. Okay, they help carry out clotting of blood, clotting of blood, hence prevent loss of blood during injury. This is very important one. Yes, platelet clotting the blood. Okay, what are the process of clotting? Process of clotting, an enzyme is released by the damaged blood vessels and platelets. Sometimes damage the blood vessels, yes, cutting, otherwise biting, otherwise any injury coming, that time blood coming out, that an enzyme is released by the damaged blood vessels and platelets. Second process, this enzyme help to produce the protein called thrombin. Thrombin, thrombocyte na, platelet is thrombocyte. So producing protein, that is a thrombin. Thrombin. The thrombin further help into the conversion of fibrinogen present in the plasma into fibrin. Into fibrin. Next, fibrin create the fine meshwork into the red blood cells get trapped and watery liquid oozes out of the wound. The serum is actually blood plasma without it fibrinogen. First, one enzyme secreted, that enzyme producing the protein, that is a thrombin. Thrombin further help into conversion fibrinogen, fibrinogen into fibrin, fibrin create a meshwork and make a liquid. Yes, that is the oozes out of the wound. The serum is actually blood plasma without its fibrinogen. Fibrinogen. Okay, the fibrin network together with the blood cells contract. This makes solid clot. The blood will clot, which plugs the cut. Plugs the cut. Okay, plugs the cut. Besides, next one important, that is functions of blood. Functions of blood. Here functions, it help to transport the respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Very important, oxygen to the tissues and collect from the tissues, removal of waste. Yes, next supply nutrient, nitrogenous food, nutrient, amino acid, fatty acid, after helping transport of nitrogenous waste and urea. Nutrient like glucose, amino acid, mineral, vitamin, simple protein, these all transport to the cell. Okay, after transport the nitrogenous waste, after it help to transport hormones from their respective endocrine gland to target organ. Some place the hormone also secreting, the blood only giving and supply to all other part, target organ, which place that hormone want, that place this blood give to the hormones. So it help to transport hormones from the respective endocrine to the target organ. Okay, next regulation of body pH, regulation of body temperature, hydraulic function, constant average temperature. It prevent loss of blood during injury, that is injury by forming the clot, blood clot over the injury. They help the harry the clotting, thus blood pressure is maintained. Blood pressure is maintained. The platelet only helping this one. Yes, already we saw platelets, special proteins called clotting factors. What is clotting factors? Besides platelets, special protein called clotting factors are involved in blood clotting. Blood vessels damaged, clotting factor help platelet to stick together and create a plug. and site of injury. To prevent blood loss, because that blood vessels damaged, so blood loss. Absence of or low number of clotting factor can result in a rare condition called hemophilia. That what is hemophilia? What is hemophilia? Blood is going out. You think that is you cutting your finger. The blood is going out, fastly going out. That platelet not working properly. Platelet have one factor, clotting factor not working proper means that blood will go fast out. That make a hemophilia. Not control the blood. The blood not gloating. So blood will go out. That make a condition that is hemophilia. People suffering from hemophilia are likely to bleed longer than a normal person if they suffer an injury. That is very hemophilia is a dangerous disease. That means platelet have clotting factor not. Special protein is not there. So only this type of disease will come. Okay, hemophilia. Blood is going out. The blood not gloating, that is a hemophilia. Okay, that important work doing the platelets. Okay. Next we have to, what is lymph? You saw that is a neer. It is not a blood, like a water. It is like a water. Lymph is a clear watery fluid, similar in composition to plasma, like as plasma, with the important exception of plasma protein, and identical in composition of interstitial fluid. That is interstitial fluid. Interstitial fluid. Okay, that transport the plasma protein that seep out of the capillary bed back to the bloodstream. It also carries away larger particles, example bacteria, cell debris, etc. Contain lymphocytes which circulate in lymphatic system, allowing them to patrol the different region of the body. So lymph is also a very important one. It carry larger particles. It also carries away larger particles. Okay, larger particles. Transport plasma proteins. It is look like a watery fluid. Okay, it like a plasma, composition to plasma, with important exception of plasma protein and identical comparison interstitial fluid. Okay. Next we have to see blood and lymph comparison. Comparison between lymph and blood. Blood is red color, lymph is colorless. Red color due to the presence of hemoglobin, so only that red in color. Lymph have no hemoglobin. That means blood is red in color, presence of hemoglobin. Lymph is colorless as hemoglobin is absent. Okay. Next point, it consists of plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets. Already we studied. Yes, lymph, it consists of plasma and less number of WBC. RBC not there. Plasma is also there. WBC also there. Platelet are not, and less number of WBC, RBC not there. Okay. It transport material from one organ to other, therefore it acts as a vehicle. Blood is one kind of vehicle. Okay, transporting things from one place to another place. Blood is one kind of vehicle. Okay, transport material from tissue cells to the blood and vice versa. Therefore, it acts as a middleman. What is middleman? In between the man, in between two, that is a middleman. That transport material from the tissue cells to the blood and vice versa. Therefore, it acts as a middleman. It transport material from the tissue cells, to the blood. Okay, have you understood? Transport material from the tissue cells. The blood also doing like this. Transport material from the tissue cells to the blood. Here it is middleman. It in between that giving some things, materials, transport materials. Okay. Next one, it flows through blood capillaries. Blood capillaries. It flows through lymphatic capillaries. Blood capillaries, here lymphatic capillaries. Okay. What are the difference, you know? Understood, children? Yes. Now we have to see the blood group in human. Blood group in human. Yes. Already we know. Yes. We may very briefly acquire information about the type of blood seen in mankind. Knowledge of blood group is beneficial in the cases where blood transfusion needed to the carry out. Everybody know your blood group. Yes? Yes or no, children? Your blood group you know? Do you know your blood group? Yes? Yes. Everybody different blood groups are there. Yes? The boxes given here, blood group A, red blood cell type group A. A, blood group A, blood group B, blood group A and B, AB, blood group O. That like 4 type of blood cell types are there. Okay. A group, B group, AB group and O group. Okay. After antigen also there, antigen A, antigen B, antigen A and B, no antigen. How? A blood group A have blood group A, antigen is antigen A. Okay. Blood group B, antigen also B antigen. Blood group AB, antigen also A and B antigen. Okay. Blood group O, no antigen. No antigen. Okay. Next, antibodies. Blood group A, antibody is B, anti-B. Okay. Blood group A means antibody B. Blood group B means antibody A. Blood group AB means antibody no, none of the antibody. Blood group O means antibody A, B, A and B. Okay, antibody A and antibody A and B. Okay, these are the O group antibodies. O group antibodies. Have you understood? Here also positive, negative. Yes. Do you know your blood group? B positive, O positive, B negative, A negative. That like we are saying. Yes. Blood groups. A blood group, A positive, B positive. Groups are different. Yes. A positive, B positive, AB positive, O positive, O negative. That like we are saying. Yes. Yes. Blood group donors AB and O. These are blood group donors. O positive is a universal donor. O positive is a universal donor. AB positive is a universal recipient. Universal recipient. Okay. Yes. A group, B group, AB group, O group. Yes. That antibodies A, B, and O. Yes, yes. AB have no antibody. Antigen, A antigen, B antigen, AB antigen, not O antigen, no antigen in O group. Okay, have you understood, children? Have to see the blood test for detection of diseases. Blood test. Have you saw? Have you seen? Yes. You also given blood. Yes. Sometime you are going to hospital checking your blood. Yes. Some disease checking. That time you collecting the blood. Yes. Somebody giving the blood to others. Blood donors. Yes. Anybody donors here? Anybody given blood to others? Anybody given blood to others, children? Yes. Somebody given. Yes. Everybody, maximum children know the collecting blood. Yes. See the picture. Everybody see the picture. Blood is being taken from a vein. That one is in the palm. Capillary blood in the finger, you see finger. Blood, capillary blood, it is most frequently obtained from a finger or thumb. Finger or thumb. Another blood in the hand, that is in the elbow, front of elbow. Venous blood, it is a venous blood. That is a capillary blood, it is a venous blood. Venous blood, it is most often collected. A vein on the front of elbow or forearm is universally that place taken venous blood. Venous blood taken from that is a front of the elbow. Front of the elbow. Yes. Blood tests are conducted to check sugar level in the case of diabetes, to check the number of blood cells in the case of prolonged illness, to check the malarial parasite in case of malaria, that like some disease. Yes, some disease means we will check the blood. The normal range of glucose in the blood, RBC, WBC, platelets count is provided in the report for referral purposes. Sometimes the blood counting also, RBC counting, WBC counting, platelet counting, that like we will take the blood and checking. Okay. Yes, everybody understood, children? Type of blood collection, everybody understood? Yes. Now everybody study this lesson properly, read the lesson and fill up small questions, draw the picture, see the heart, lungs, heart, that you draw the picture, very hard picture you draw and see in your home. Okay. This lesson you study properly, everybody study properly, write, draw the pictures in your classwork also. The homework, write 10 one-word answers. Write 10 one-word answer, that is homework. Difference between arteries and veins, that is your classwork. Difference between lymph and blood, that is also your classwork. Classwork 2. Difference between arteries and veins, difference between lymph and blood. Okay. Yes.